get it, dude. What a beautiful hay field. There's a lot of nice hay in here. This is probably some of the thickest, nicest hay I've ever cut. I'm gonna try knocking down about 20 acres today, hopefully. I can't imagine how much hay is out here. This is like twice as thick as last year. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Well, it's supposed to be 4 days without rain, hopefully. Might rain a little bit in the next few hours. This is one of me and Dad's best hay fields. There's a bunch of acreage over there. I can't believe how thick this stuff is. This stuff's thick as a cold bowl of mashed potatoes, I tell you. This is going to be a lot of nice hay for us, a lot of nice quality. Hopefully we can get this all up and don't get any wrecked from rain. This is worth a lot of money for us. Every one of these paychecks like this, it's a really big gamble. You cut this stuff at the wrong time, it could just get wrecked. You cut it at the right time, you make a lot of money. This disc spine should really cut this stuff good. Really help me cut this thick stuff without a bunch of jams, hopefully. Make her nice and neat. Where's everybody watching from today? You guys could all go subscribe to my channel. Hopefully push this out, give me some likes. Thank you. This is in Salem, Michigan. I'd say it's about 65, 70 degrees, breezy. Been kind of rainy. This stuff is so thick, we need to get this cut. It's going to take a while to dry. So we need a nice window with some nice temperature. I'll probably cut this and this section here. There might be 300 bales right in here alone, just so thick. So what I do is I start on this way. I start cutting by the tree line. What that does is you check and see if there's any crap in there that you're going to run over. And then I flip and go around the other way. Then I turn around and go the way I just did again 4 times. That makes the opening. You don't want to run the cutter next to the obstructions first, just in case. Find a tree with this thing, it's going to cost some money. Man, this stuff has to be twice as thick as last year. We put some fertilizer on it, I believe, before last year. This stuff's really coming in now. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Where's everybody watching from today? Appreciate you guys all watching. If you could all go to my channel, give me a subscribe to my channel, please. It's pretty neat watching YouTube push my stuff out more. It's pretty cool. This is one of my favorite jobs on the farm. I really like trying to do a real nice, neat job cutting all this. Getting every little bit so it looks good when you drive by. We wouldn't have been able to cut this right now last year with our hay bind. It's way too wet and way too thick. With this disc bind, though, it just rips through it. It's amazing all the benefits of this high-end disc bind and stuff you can do. For you guys that don't know, there's 12 knives swinging multiple directions underneath this platform here, and all the knives push the hay into an opening in the middle, and then there's crimpers, they call it. There's 2 rubber wheels on the back, and for every single one of these pieces of grass, it tries crimping it in 3 spots. Crimping is basically like folding it over, bending it. And every time there's a bend in it, in 3 spots, it makes it dry more consistently and quicker. It's just kind of a neat thing. So we were using a hay bind, like an old school 1980s hay bind last year, and this would just get plugged up with all this stuff. It's so thick and wet. With these nice little discs, it just cuts right through nice and easy. You guys are asking me what kind of tractor is this? This is a 4255 John Deere from about 1989, 1990. My grandpa bought this brand new. This disc bind on the back's like a 2024 model. It's the newest thing that we own. Unfortunately, I crashed it the other day and put a nice dent in it. I'm gonna have to pay to fix that. It's gonna be about $700 in damage, I'd say. Almost killed myself. I hit a telephone pole with electric lines on it, and I almost brought it down on the tractor on myself. I probably would have been electrocuted. Definitely a learning lesson. So now I turn around and go the other way 3 times. And that's what you call the headlands. Trying to denting my truck. You'd be amazed this thing swung way out, how hard it is to know where it's at. You really try not damaging it. Look how thick that stuff is. That's probably some of the best hay I've ever cut right here. So now I go back the other way. What this does is it opens it up. So you have a headland, they call it, and basically what you do in there is you have a spot to turn around. Then you just go back and forth. I can't believe how thick this stuff is. There might be 2 or 3 loads just in here. I probably shouldn't cut an insane amount because we're not gonna have enough trailers to do all this in one day. We're gonna have to unload like 8 wagons in a night and reload them the next day. Do I enjoy farming? Yes, most of the time. The only problem I don't like about farming is in Michigan in the wintertime, you basically do mechanic work for 6 months straight and it gets kind of annoying. I don't really like wrenching on stuff all day. What's nice is we have a nice big heated shop. My dad got built from the Amish a few years ago, and that's a game changer. It's truly nice being in that shop, and it's like 60 degrees in the middle of winter. We run it off natural gas. If you guys could all go to my channel, give me a subscribe, please. Helps my family, helps the farm grow. Thank you very much. I'm in Ohio, so under. Yeah, this is Michigan. Go blue, baby. Screw the Suckeyes. I'll tell you one thing, Michigan's building a powerhouse now. We're actually spending money like Ohio State used to. I don't think you boys can be able to hang. Yeah, my name's Damon George. Appreciate you guys watching. I came up with Michigan Marine Farmer. I wanted something a little catchy to stand out. Let me know what you guys think about that name. I've never really asked people. I'm a Michigan farmer, obviously, and I was a U.S. Marine. That's where I got that from. Some people don't understand that. This is an amazing field. Just a kid. Well, I'm about to turn 36 in about 17 days. Which land is this? This is on Curry Road between 7 and 8 Mile. If any of you know the area. On the outskirts of South Lyon in Salem, Michigan. Semper Fi, appreciate you. I've been out of the Marines since 2011. I don't feel like a kid no more. Yeah, I was in the Marines from 2007 to 2011. I was an infantry Marine, 0311. That's a basic rifleman and infantryman. And I was in a station in North Carolina in Camp Lejeune, which I think is the biggest Marine base in the world. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. And I went to Ramadi, Iraq, Marja, and Sangin, Afghanistan. Have I gotten a lot of rain? Yeah, it's been insane. It's rained the last 3 days in a row. That's why this hay is so thick and growing up. If we can get this baled and get a nice rain on there too, it'd be nice to get 2 cuttings off this at least. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you guys could all go subscribe to my channel, it really helps YouTube know that you guys want to watch me more. Appreciate you guys. This is one of my favorite hobbies. If you'd asked me 2 years ago if I would have enjoyed editing and uploading videos, I would have think you were kidding. But I really enjoy it every day. Even if I work for 12, 13 hours, I come home and I try to spend an hour or 2 uploading videos. I really enjoy watching which ones explode, which ones go nowhere. And it really gives me a nice, it gives me some income to hopefully build the farm in the future. It's been very useful for the family. It's been kind of neat watching the family start to enjoy being in the videos too. At first, everyone thought I was dumb for doing it. I got a broken hand, so it's kind of hard to do this with one hand. Give me a break here. I was dating a big girl and she rolled over on my hand when we were in bed, so it's kind of broken. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Appreciate everyone watching. Thank you, Randy Hall. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the sub and the share. If you guys don't do it, thank you. You see, my dad would just leave this. I like making it all nice and neat. I'm gonna bump down a gear. I'm going around these corners. See how neat this does the job of cutting? It's so nice using this thing. This spine has one issue. This spine has one issue. If you turn with it too sharp, it'll flip over. It's a design flaw. So when you're turning, you gotta go real slow, or it'll flip this thing right over. I've done it 4 times this year already. It gets pretty annoying. It's almost like the wheelbase needs to be wider. You'll flip it right on its side and it'll bottom out the first 2 knives. It won't break anything, but there's no way it's good for it. I know that. I guess they didn't make the wheelbase wide enough. It's almost like it needs wider tires or something on it. I've done it before where I flipped it and there's like a yard of dirt shoved up underneath there and you got to clean it all out. I kind of want to talk to the guys we bought it from and see if there's something we can do about it. It's pretty annoying. You flip it on its side like this and it almost stalls the tractor out because it bottoms out the PTO, and then the first 2 knives get completely shoved with dirt in it. Yeah, this is a Timothy, orchard grass, and alfalfa mix. It's about 50% alfalfa in here, and then over there it's about 25%. If you guys could, 278 people, you guys all go to my channel, subscribe, really help me out. Thank you very much. So what I'm doing right now is I'm cutting hay. For any of you that don't know, this is a hay field that's been growing up. Last time we cut it was last year before it got cold in Michigan. So it's been dormant basically in the wintertime, doesn't grow much. But for these last few months it grows just like your backyard basically. You know, it's just like any other grass. So you can plant this and you can cut this for like 10 years if you really want. After a while the good stuff starts getting played out, they call it, and it's mostly grass. But some guys plant every few years. We don't plant that often. We planted this maybe 3 years ago and it's just really getting grown in full. So what we do is we cut this into these rows like this, and then what you need is like a 3 or 4 day window with no rain. If you have hay that is cut fresh and it rains, it doesn't do nothing to it. But if you dry it out, if you let it sit and it dries out and starts graying up and then it rains on it, it starts staining it. and takes the quality away from the hay. And it's harder to sell and you don't make as much money. So what we're trying to do here is get this stuff dried and baled into square bales before it rains the next time. And that's when the hay is nice and green and beautiful looking. And that's when you sell it to people for cheap, or for good money. That's what the horse people are looking for. Horses are really particular with mold on bales. So if you let this stuff get rained on a bunch, it molds up and looks like crap, and then you can't sell it to anybody. It's a pretty tricky thing to do. You can't just go out here and guess. You got to really know your timeline. Now with this stuff being as thick as it is, this is going to take a while to dry, so we really need to think about how much time it's going to take, how much trailer storage we have, and how much of this we should cut. Because this is thousands and thousands of dollars of paychecks that you don't want to ruin. And if you cut it and it all gets ruined, then you're out until next time when it grows all up again. That might be another 2 months. So in the meantime, you're paying for the land, and you're losing all that hay. So it's like a double-edged sword. You're losing a paycheck out off the front, and then you're losing all the time it takes to get the new growth in. So you really don't want to ruin any hay at all year if you can. What we do is, if it's about to rain and we're running out of time, we'll just bite the bullet and we'll round bale it. Round bales, you don't make as much money. It's more like bulk sales. But you can round bale a lot quicker. Yeah, it might rain in the next few hours, but this stuff's going to be so freshly cut that it won't affect it. Yeah, it gets cold in Michigan. Another problem with Michigan is that if you're like in the south, the hay dries all night. You know, it'll be 90 degrees at night. Around here in Michigan, it gets colder at night and there's dew on the ground. So every night the hay rehydrates a little bit. So basically all you have is the window from like noon to like 6 to 7 o'clock to bale. So it's pretty tricky. It takes a lot of planning. And then all it takes is one breakdown. All it takes is one breakdown where you can't get the stuff done and you're screwed. So you almost need like a backup of everything. You almost need a backup of every piece of equipment. You need lots of trailers for thrower trailers. I might have already cut a load already. This is some thick stuff. So what I'm looking for right now while I'm cutting is to make sure all the blades are cutting right. You'll know because you'll see patches of grass just sticking up over the stuff that's already cut, and then you'll know one of the blades is either missing or damaged. 306 people watching. Appreciate you guys. All give me a like and subscribe to my channel, please. Thank you very much. It's truly amazing watching this grow. It helps our family farm grow a lot. Thank you. This is a 2024 Heston. It might be a 2023, I'm not sure. But this is one of the top of the line ones. It really helps to get this stuff cut. I've cut this field before with a 1980 equipment, 1980 model equipment, and I've been plugged up for half the day. This stuff is thick as a cold bowl of mashed potatoes. This stuff's thick as my ex-wife, I tell you. There's money in the bank, though. Yeah, this has been a weird year. Lots of rain. We finally got all our planting done maybe last week. I think we were planting for 2 months straight. I only got stuck 600 times this year. It's been a weird year. Usually cutting this field, it's bone dry. It's wet as heck right now. So this cutter can actually go both ways. My dad, he goes down the end of the field, switches the side the cutter's on, and then comes back the other way. I just like doing it like this. I don't like moving it back and forth too much. But this cutter can be all the way over here if you just push this lever. Pretty convenient. Dude, at least fart? Nah, that's alright. Suzanne is asking me, do I like quad shift or power shift better? This is quad shift. This is all I've ever used in my life. I've never owned a power shift. I really like quad shift because you can, it's, you know, I'm just used to it. But like right now, if I want to go a little quicker, I go up a gear. If I'm starting to run out of motor and I'm going up a hill and I'm plowing or something, and you knock down a gear, it revs it up more. That's all I've ever known, so I can't answer that. Everybody I know says power shift's amazing. I've never used one. I have a power shift on a Case 1370, but it's not the same. I'll probably end up buying a 4020 with a power shift one day. What about you guys? You guys like the power shift or quad more? How many of you guys are out there cutting hay today? If you got any questions for me, go ahead and shoot. I'll try answering. Another thing I don't like that I've never used, so I don't know if I like it actually, is GPS. I really like being just the driver. I don't need all that GPS crap. We have so many random shaped fields, so many different sizes. If I had a 4,000 acre field everywhere, I mean, I'd probably have it, but with something like this, just drive the damn thing. Do I have an International Harvester tractor? I have a Case IH, which is Case International. It's when they merged. I think International went out of business after they had the 1086, I'm pretty sure. That's the last year. They had a bunch of recalls on it, I believe. And it basically made them bankrupt. Then they merged with Case. So we own a Case IH, and it was built in Lancaster, England. I think it's a 5230 Case IH, 4-wheel drive bucket tractor. Do we have sandpipers protecting their eggs? Is it that bird that dances around to distract you? We have these birds that, if they lay their eggs right there, they'll dance right there for you and move their wings around and stuff to get your attention so you get away from the eggs. But man, they put them damn eggs right in the middle of your field. I don't know what a sandpiper is. We have sand cranes or blue herons, ribeye of the sky. Give me some subscriptions and likes, guys. Thank you very much. Man, this is cutting good. It almost looks like it's going to rain right now. Like I said, when you cut, if it's within the first day, it really doesn't affect it much because the grass is still green. But if it was like 90 degrees, sat there all day, started drying, and then it rains, that's when you start ruining the color. Look how thick that stuff is. So you can shift it, quad shift with the clutch. So with a quad shift, your range is 1, 2, A, B, C, and D. You have to use a clutch. And you have to be stopped. With this to this, you don't need a clutch. But if you're going up to 3, 4, you need a clutch there, and then you don't need a clutch in between there. The one thing I like about quad shift is you have no issues with them usually. This is probably the stock transmission on this tractor from 1990. Like I said, all I've ever used is quad shift, so it's hard for me to say. I like everything about this tractor, honestly. This is my favorite tractor. It's nice and quiet in here. AC works good. My brother went to Speedway and got one of those Bluetooth radio things, so you just put it to a certain radio. I think it's 88.7, and then the Bluetooth here takes it over. And you can just listen to your Bluetooth phone. It's pretty nice. I'll just be sitting here listening to podcasts and stuff. I could do this all day. I'd say this is the best hay I've ever cut. This stuff is thick, and the alfalfa is all through it, real nice. We're gonna be able to buy it. We're gonna be able to sell this for top dollar. You want to try to cut your nicest fields when they're nice and full and grown up. You don't want to do it too early, but then when you do it a little earlier, it gets longer to grow. It gets these May and June rains on them. So this will be good. We'll get this cut and it'll start growing again. Hopefully we'll get a couple nice rains on it. And then maybe in August we'll cut her again. A lot of people, once they cut the first cutting, they fertilize it. I don't know if we're going to do that this year. I think we're trying to go a little cheap on everything. It really doesn't look like it needs it. This is really nicely grown. There's about 35 to 40 acres in here, so it's going to be a lot of nice hay for us. If you guys could all go to my channel, check out some of my videos, give me a subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Tell your friends about me. I try editing videos every day. It's really cool watching this video grow. I think I got, what, 46,000 subscribers now? It's pretty wild. I never thought I'd have that many. You have a Case 1070, nice. See, I got a Case 1370. That thing's a workhorse. If you want, go check my older videos. I have a bunch of videos of it. We call it White Lightning. Where's everybody watching from today? How many guys are out there cutting hay right now? Thank you, Grey Wolf. Appreciate the subscribe and like. Thank you very much, sir. Where are you from? If you guys went and subscribed, give me a comment that says that and I'll give you a thanks. Appreciate you very much. Wyatt, you subscribed and watched all my videos. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. You should message me your address. I'll try sending you a shirt or something. Thank you, sir. It's really cool having people support me. I'll tell you one thing, if I had this channel a few years ago, I probably would have lost it with strikes or something, doing something dumb. I'm finally at the age of my life where I think stuff through, you know. It takes you a while to do that. So it's really neat watching this grow. New Mexico, hell yeah. Thank you. Yeah, this is right. My family's been farming these fields for many years. Some of my earliest memories are being on the 40-20 with Dad cutting this field. What the heck is New Mexico like? Cut 40 acres of hay last night, or of yesterday. Nice. Hell yeah. That's a lot of hay. How much do you think you're gonna get off it? We shoot for about 100 square bales an acre, but we usually get about 50 to 60. This is gonna be like 70 or 80 here probably, I bet. Real thick and consistent. Appreciate all the likes and the subscription. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. East Arkansas, hell yeah. The Razorbacks. Where am I at? This is in Salem, Michigan, about 20 minutes from Ann Arbor, Michigan, where University of Michigan's at. Go Blue. Man, look at these rows. This is almost like we know what we're doing around here. Gee. This is one of the best hay crops I've ever cut. This is going to be one of those deals where you're shooting out a bale every 5 seconds. So if you sell every bale for $7 or $8, you're making $7 or $8 every 5 seconds. You can't beat that. Hi from Canada, hell yeah. If you go down this road right here, no, this road, down that way, that's 8 miles. It goes right to Detroit. So 40 miles down that road is where the bridge to Canada is. 45 miles probably. So if you go over there, there's a big landfill. It's the biggest landfill in Michigan, I believe. That's where most of Canada's trash goes. If you go stand up on that hill over there, you can see Canada. So I'm very close. Some people in the South tell me that I have a Canadian accent, but I don't believe it, hey? Smoking darts, eh? Yeah, it kind of looks like it's going to rain right now. It's getting dark. If you guys could all go to my channel, subscribe, help me out. Thank you very much. You see I'm trying to do the symbol with my hands all jacked up. I can barely do it. I couldn't use my hand for like 2 weeks. It's starting to finally get better. I think I tore a ligament in it or something. That sucker was so swollen. I made one lady puke when I showed her my hand the other day. She started puking. Derek, where you at? Where's it raining at? Condi B, this is a hay cutter. It's called a disc bind. There's a bunch of blades in there that are cutting the hay and putting it in a neat row behind it. And this is a 4255 John Deere tractor from 1989. This is the first step of cutting hay. You let the hay grow till it's at a point where you want to cut it. And then you come through with this machine, you cut it down, and you either let it sit, or what we do is we tether it. And a tether is a machine that takes that and spreads it out. And it moves it around and fluffs it up so all the air and the sunlight get to it and dries it quicker. Yeah, this has a long lifespan. You can plant this hay and cut this and make money off it for 10 years afterwards. That's why I like cutting hay. Less overhead. The problem is we just planted 40-acre field of hay across from our farm, spent a bunch of money on it, and it came up all weeds. So you never know what's going to happen. But if it comes up like this, you're just making a bunch of money off of it. My fields are underwater. Yeah, so are my cornfields. Derek, where are you at? Oh, Southwest Missouri. Nice. You guys probably have 10-foot corn already over there. I do a lot of organic crops, so it's a lot of work. It's nice when you get all done with all that crap and you can finally get out here and cut some hay. This is probably our 5th field that I've cut. We cut around the home farm there. Last year we got 400 bales. This year we got 800, so we got a lot of rain this year. I'll probably have to go unload like 6 loads and sell them to people. And I'll probably need like 8 or 9 trailers over here, fill all the trailers with hay one day, unload 3 or 4, fill those up the next day, because there's a lot out here. Thank you, Condi. I appreciate that. It's pretty amazing that YouTube's starting to push my my videos out there. It's pretty neat watching it grow. It's pretty exciting. It's been a lot of work. I hope you enjoy it, Condi, and I post every day, so check out my stuff. I try going live for all my big projects. I feel like it's a good way of showing people what's up, just not a 30-second video. I can talk and tell people what I'm doing. I watch some other people's lives and they're just driving a tractor and they don't say what's going on. I'm trying to teach people a little bit. I mean, I'm not the best teacher because I'm still learning myself, but the way she goes. Hey, what's up, brother? Good morning. Is it still morning? It feels like I've been working 8 hours already today. MB60, appreciate that, brother. It's nice to get good comments like that. In a world where people troll and just tell you mean stuff all the time, it's nice getting good comments from people. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Where are you farming at? What's up, Mobile Weldon? How you doing, brother? I don't know. Can you message on YouTube? I don't know. Maybe just comment on one of my videos. I'll try seeing it. Sharing is caring, unless it comes to your woman. I don't like sharing my women, I tell you. The problem is my women are so big. They're big enough that you can share them with 6 guys probably. I like them women that are about 380 and can throw a hay bale. What's the joke I always say? Looking for new wife. Need to have tractor and dog. Send picture of tractor and dog, please. You're 13, you've been raised on common sense. Hey, brother, that ain't common no more, dude. I feel like there's a rebound and people are starting to come back to the light, but man, during COVID and all that, there was some crazy times. Too many stupid people in the world now. How long is my hay bind? This is a disc bind. It's not a hay bind. It's a 10-foot. 1376 Massey Ferguson Heston. A hay bind has teeth in the front like a grain head on a combine. This has spinning disc bind. A lot nicer. Yeah, I wish this was 12 because this thing's too narrow and I flip it over all the time. I'll turn just going normal and the thing will flip on its side and bottom out the 2 knives. It's a design flaw in it. The tires need to be set off another another 6 inches or a foot, so it doesn't do that. And almost like you turn too sharp and it like kinks it and flips it over. Pretty annoying. They'll scare the hell out of you. First time I did it, it scared the hell out of me. It stalled the tractor right out. Spent the weekend rebuilding a big brush hog. I bet that was a fun time. That's what we need to do. We need to buy one of them nice batwing mowers. We get all these new fields that are overgrown. And my dad's bush hogging it with a freaking 6-footer. If you guys could all go to my channel, give me a subscribe, helps me out. Thank you very much. If you guys subscribe, give me a comment that says it, and I'll give you a thank you, hopefully, if I see it. Appreciate you guys. This is one of my favorite jobs on the farm. So satisfying. I like trying to do a really good, clean job, getting every little bit. I don't like going by hay fields and you see missed spots all over the place. But you see, if this was our hay bind that we were using 2 years ago, you wouldn't be able to cut this little strip here because it would get all this stuff you already cut in there and it'd get all bunched up. With this guy, you just go right over it, watch. Just drive right over it, don't even affect it. Just recut everything, it don't even matter. This thing's a beast. It makes everything better. And then if you break a tooth or something, there's a little tool on the side of this frame here, and I could trade out all the teeth on this in like probably 3 minutes. Just bloop, boop, new one in, bloop, bloop, fixed. And another cool thing about this is the teeth underneath there that are spinning the knives are only like $2 each to replace. So I could freaking wreck all these right now and replace them all for 25 bucks. And I'll be good for another 250 acres. This thing has been nothing but, this thing's done nothing but make us money. Probably our best investment we made so far. Either that or the 4430 John Deere. My favorite part about farm equipment is you buy it. Yeah, this is a 4255 John Deere. Thank you. So my favorite part about farm equipment, you buy it, you use it, and then you sell it for more money than the damn thing you bought for. It's crazy. Freaking old tractors are getting value. This tractor right now is probably worth as much as it was when my grandpa bought it brand new. Figure that out. What a beautiful hayfield. Well, I got this all cut, and I got this huge section here. A lot of hay. It's gonna be fun opening this thing up. I'm kind of nervous I'm gonna cut too much. I bet there's three loads already right here. So pretty. So now I'm gonna go around the outside. You know, this is in front of these people's house. And I'm gonna try cutting and making it all neat, so they don't have to sit there and look at grass growing up. Then I'm gonna get into that tasty treat there. Yes, this is a peaceful job. You're right, brother. I could do this all day. I think the most I've cut in one day is maybe 60, 70 acres, which is a lot for us. I could do this all day though. Just doing a little cleaning up. I drive by this field all the time. That's the last thing I want to do, is drive by for the next month and see all my mistakes. And I got a few friends that will tell me about it too, so. So see, this is what I like about this quad shift, so I want to go a little quicker. Yeah, you guys can imagine what it smells like right now. It smells like the most beautiful, you know, like fresh cut hay or grass. It has that alfalfa in there that smells real good. We have a barn that has like 800 bales in it right now, and all different types, and there's like multiple fields. And you just drive by it and it smells so damn good. So now I'm going to take my pickup truck, I think, get it out of the way probably. This looks pretty good. Did a good job today. I'm gonna move that truck out of the way and bust that section open. See if I can get this little spot here. So you gotta go all the way, you gotta stop. This ABCD range. Now watch this. I'm gonna use this switch right here. I can go all the way on the other side. This thing's stalled out. I don't know why it's stalled. If you ever stall your tractor, kids, get it back going because the turbo needs lubricated. Look at how beautiful this hay is. Man, that's thick. If you guys could all go to my channel and subscribe. Thank you very much. Look at that thick that is. That's crazy. Ooh, it smells good. Let's get it done. Yeah, this is, I'll show you guys what this looks like here. This is where I crashed it the other day. I need to fix this. This is all one door. So that's $700 right there I need to fix. You see, there's discs that spin multiple, both directions there, and then there's that rubber roller there. So now this is a bigger field, you can go a little quicker. So I'm going to go on this side where all the obstructions are, go all the way around, make sure there's nothing in the fields now. Yeah, that roller in the back, it's called crimps the hay, and it dries it. When the hay has bends in it, it dries better. Look how thick this stuff is. That is crazy. I've never seen this field thick like this. That's crazy. And money in the bank, dude. There might be 2,000 bales out here. You gotta kind of know where the field is just from experience. This is so thick. This is gonna be crazy baling. It's gonna make some serious videos baling all this. Do I prefer rubber or metal? I don't really know. I've only had this one, so I would assume metal would be better, but I don't know. I think one's rubber and one's metal on there. Hi from Wisconsin. What's up, dude? Badgers suck. Go blue, baby. We're gonna square bale all this if we can. We make a lot more money with small square bales. Look how big these fields are. That's giving me a lot of egg. Man, this stuff has grown up great. I think there's some crap in here somewhere. This is kind of sketchy. I can't tell where the heck I'm even at. This is so thick. This stuff's starting to fall down. That'd be nice. There's like a four-wheeler in here or something. What do you sell at Bible camp? This is the thickest hay I've ever cut. If you guys could all go to my channel, subscribe please, helps us push it out. Thank you very much. Oh, you sell your hay at Bible camp, nice. I didn't know Christians eat hay, but that's cool. That's where I used to get all my ladies at, with Bible camps. Going to trips with the youth group. That's how I got all my ladies. Yeah, it's going over the deck. It's crazy. This is thick as thick can be. Stuff's actually starting to fall down a little bit. See, it's starting to fall down. Thank you, Doug. How many guys are out there cutting hay today? Alright, so I went the one way to make sure there's nothing in the field. Now I'm going to turn around and go the other way. That's the thickest damn hay I've ever cut. Cutting in Cali right now, hell yeah. I'm surprised they let you cut hay in California. Is it vegan hay? I'm amazed how hard it is. I bet how hard it is to farm in California. I can't imagine. I bet they got some dumbass rules. Little bunny, get out of the way, little bunny. That's another thing you gotta watch for when it's this heavy of stuff, is you don't want to run over a bunch of animals. I like animals more than I like people, so. If you guys could all go and subscribe to my channel, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Give me some likes. If you guys got any questions for a farmer, I'll try answering while I'm doing this. This is the thickest, nicest hay I've ever done. Exciting stuff. Lots of money. I need money. Yeah, animals do not make me bad. mad. My favorite animal is my dog, obviously. And also you get to eat them. I enjoy eating steaks every day. I ate a beautiful steak from one of my animals yesterday. Very tasty. My grandpa told me a story that this guy used to rent this house to a German girl that was an exchange student, college exchange student or whatever. And one day, he said he was cutting hay just like this, and she was back there sunbathing naked. He said he almost fell off the tractor and crashed it. Why don't I use self-propelled? I don't know, probably more expensive. I don't know why. I don't need it. I own 8 tractors. I like using this. This is fancy to me. I don't need nothing more than this. I'm going to do a lot of hay in the future, so who knows what I'll buy, but for right now, I might use this damn cutter for 20 years. This thing's sweet. This thing just rips through anything. I've never used a self-propelled. I don't know anybody that has one. With farming, it's a lot of stuff that you're comfortable with, you know. My dad goes pretty cheap with everything. My dad's been used to lower end stuff for most of his life, so he gets me used to it, and then he gives me something like this, and it's like a damn spaceship. This thing's so nice compared to what I used the year before. I could do this all day. How much cutting a year do you do? I don't know. We have hundreds of acres of hay. We try to get 2 to 3 a year. It's usually about 2 nice ones. The problem with us is all the cold weather, you know. You start having problems getting this stuff drying in like September, you know. So it's hard. You have a really small window. And like I said, you'll cut hay and then it'll be dry, and in the morning there'll be freaking dew on it in the middle of July. It's crazy. Michigan's hard to cut hay. I talked to some of these guys that watch this, and they're baling hay at 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't imagine that. If that was the case, I'd cut this whole 40 acres right now. Don't you wish your girlfriend could drive like me? I guess I should said boyfriend. Don't you wish your boyfriend could drive like me? Don't you? This is a very satisfying job, though. See, I like to try to clean it up so the landowners are happy. Yeah, this tractor's comfortable as hell, bro. This is the perfect setup for this thing. Nice and quiet. Good hydraulic controls. And it's heavy, or it's not getting pushed around by it down hills and stuff. Like I said, this thing will roll over this spine. It has a flaw in the design. I don't know what would happen if you put it on a smaller tractor, if it rolled a tractor too or what, but yeah, this tractor's made our family a lot of money, I'll tell you that. I think my grandpa bought it with cash right off the get in 1990, so you can't beat it. It has the same motor, same trans in it. A couple years ago, we had to put a water pump and a turbo on it. I think we're going to have to do some work on it this winter. It has a seal that's bad on it. It'll just start pissing out hydraulic fluid out the bottom sometimes. But you just keep adding hydraulic fluid, the thing will keep running. If you guys could all go to my channel, subscribe, please give me some likes. Thank you very much. It's really neat watching YouTube starting to push this stuff out there. What's the required PTO horsepower running a hay cutter? I'd say about maybe 80, 70 maybe. That red tractor I have, it's pretty rough, it's pretty hard on it, and it's like, I think that's 85 horse. How much per acre to cut? How much per acre to cut? You mean if somebody's paying me? I have no idea. I don't do any custom work. I barely can keep up with my own stuff. I'll tell you what though, you put my ass out here in this tractor, all you gotta do is put fuel in this thing, and I could cut like this for 8 hours. I mean, it isn't much overhead. This tractor will probably go 12 hours on a tank like this. What state am I in? I'm in Michigan. Michigan Marine Farmer is my name. We're right on the outskirts. We're about 20 minutes from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Go blue. I could get to Canada in about 50 minutes from here. You charge $22 per acre per hour in Cali. That doesn't seem like nothing. You only make $22 an hour cutting someone's hay? That's crazy. $22 an acre. That doesn't seem like much. I guess if you have a big unit and you're cutting 500 acres, that's a good paycheck, but I would have thought it'd be more than that. So 100 acres in a day times 22. Not bad. Yeah, if this was a big, long, straight field, I'd probably cut 100 acres with this. I'd be going in like B3 probably. I just like going slow because, this, like I said, this thing flips. And then you got to crawl under there and get all the mud off from under it and the dirt and stuff. So I'd rather take my time, be easy on everything. This stuff's so thick, it's like falling down. I can feel it in the motor. It's working, cutting this thick area. 100 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for all the support. I appreciate you guys. You guys make me feel like a pretty lady. Yeah, I've never done no custom work for anybody, but I'll tell you what, when you're bailing and you're seeing your family make money like that coming in, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, there's a lot of alfalfa in here. This shit grew in really good. I wouldn't be surprised if I already cut 1,000 bales worth. Probably. It's a lot of hay. I bet in California you guys are doing like 6 cuttings, I bet, huh? You guys are probably cutting hay in December. Appreciate that, cowboy. My dad's the one that does God's work. He's a big old Christian guy. That's all he does is go to church and shit. I promise you ain't doing no God's work, I'll tell you that. Unless God works big girls. We use two wire bales. It's not wire, it's twine. We use 7200 hemp rope or the plastic stuff. March to November, man. I bet that's great. I bet you make all kinds of money. I wish I could cut this stuff all year. What I try doing is I try getting like 10 to 20,000 bales in our barn stacked. And then when everybody else is shelling money out all winter, we're making money. That's my goal. If I can just get in a pickup truck, load up 50 or 100 bales, and come home with a, you know, $700-800 paycheck every day, that's a lot of damn money, man. I can live off that forever. Have I ever ran over something hard underneath there? Yeah, all the time, actually. I just cut a field with a bunch of rocks in it, and the rocks would be blasted all over the place, almost kill you. And then maybe 4 years ago, over on that side, my dad found a skull with 8-point antlers, a white-tailed deer. One of the skulls went through the machine. One of the tips was cut off, went through the machine. The other side's this badass antlers. I got them in my house right now. Yeah, you find stuff in here. People will like cut trees down in the wintertime and just leave them in your field. A couple years ago, I was cutting a hay field that I've never cut before, and I was driving like quicker than this, and I hit a stump in the middle of the field. About broke my neck hitting the top of the tractor. And then I had a bunch of weights on the front of the tractor, and I bounced so high, it blew all the weights off the front of the tractor. We had to go find them. Yeah, I've definitely hit some stuff out in these fields. What's nice about this field is these guys know that we're going to cut hay. We've been doing it for years, so they kind of watch out and make sure nothing gets in here. I heard a story one time about a love from Pakistan. That's a new one. Hello, Pakistan. How are you? I was in Afghanistan for 7 months. I've been in the area. What do you do in Pakistan? Yeah, I heard a story one time of a guy that was cutting along highways, the grass, and there was some drunk guy that took a nap out there and he chopped them up. That'll wake you up. This stuff is so damn thick. I'm kind of worried I'm going to cut too much. I better call the boss man after a minute and see how much he thinks we should cut, because this is like gold in here. You don't want to wreck this stuff. Philippine Islands, what's up? How are you? Thank you for watching. Hey, you subbed to me, Manly Off Grid. Appreciate that. Thank you for subbing, brother. Thank you for saying it's a nice setup. Appreciate you. It's nice getting good compliments. Yeah, this is a 1989 4255 John Deere that my grandpa bought new. And this is a 2023-24 Heston Massey Ferguson 10-foot disc bind. I hope I use this setup for the next 30 years. This stuff's nice. If you guys could, I'll go to my channel, subscribe, and give me a like, please. It helps YouTube push it out onto the algorithm. Appreciate you guys very much. You guys should go check out some of my videos. I have thousands of videos up with old tractors and stuff. If you guys want to watch the struggle of a farmer trying to build a life for himself. I try to put the successful things, like cutting this hay, and I try putting the failures out too, to show the opposite sides. The screw ups, the breakdowns, getting stuck. Hopefully you guys enjoy the story of the build. Me and my dad and my brother, off and on, have been farming together full time for 3 years now. After my grandpa died, we had an auction sale, sold a bunch of the stuff, and then my dad was still farming, but smaller scale with a partner. And he was married to a biatch. He got divorced with her from about 3 years ago. A week after getting divorced from her, we started the operation together, and we've been slowly building. We use his connections from around the area and his knowledge and his farm, and we use my salesmanship in my ability to market, and I find the land. And we've increased our farmland 300% in the last 3 years. So, if you guys would like to watch a daily struggle of the build, hopefully we can build every year and you guys can follow along, and hopefully you enjoy the videos. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate you. My name is Damon George. My dad's name is Mylan George. I'm a 4th generation farmer. Our home farm started in 1936. So we're coming up on 100 years here soon. My relatives are from Yugoslavia, and they originally bought a farm in the middle of Detroit and moved out here to Salem, Michigan. And then we sold that after my grandpa died, and now we're in Whitmore Lake, Michigan. Right off US 23. Greetings from Las Vegas. What's up, brother? I've never been to Las Vegas. I've been to, in California, the Marines sent me to train in like Mojave Desert out there. That's the closest I've gotten to you. When you're a Marine, before you go to Iraq or Afghanistan, you got to go to this thing called Mojave Viper, they called it. And you go out in the middle of the desert, and you live out in the desert for a month, and you train on combat tactics. Not fun. Not fun. We were like 30 miles from Death Valley, I believe it was. That was hot. Hello from New Orleans. I have a bunch of family that lives in Louisiana. If you go down I-10 past Baton Rouge into St. Francisville area, West Feliciana Parish, that's where my family's at. I've been to New Orleans for Mardi Gras many times. I make a joke to my friends that I'm 1% gay because I might have kissed a tranny in New Orleans one time. Don't tell anybody. I didn't know at the time, alright? They'll trick you. I don't even know if you're supposed to say the word tranny anymore. I don't know what's proper. Yeah, they'll get you. Yeah, I went back to the Marines and I was bragging to my guys. You know, I just got back from Afghanistan. I go, oh, look at all these pretty girls I was kissing on. And my buddy started realizing one of the girls had an Adam's apple, so that's a learning lesson. His name was Francine. Greetings from Cape Cod. How you doing? Yeah, so for you guys that don't know what I'm doing right now is I'm cutting hay. This is really thick grass and alfalfa mix. And it's basically a mixture of what horses want, what the owners of horses want to feed their animals. We plant this and then we grow it and we let it grow up like this. We cut it down. And then we try drying it. The reason you have to dry it is if you compress moisture, wet hay, wet grass, into a tight bale, it produces heat and also molds. So you can't store it. If you store it, it'll just ruin it. It'll either burn your barn down, it'll spontaneous combust. Like if you just baled this wet stuff, you'll feel the heat coming off the bale. And also it'll mold and kill animals. So what we do is we cut this, we let it dry for 3 days by moving it around with machines. It's called tethering, where you move it around, fluff it, and you let the air get underneath it, and you let the sunlight hit both sides of it. And once it gets to a percent where it's about 12%, we bale it into tight compressed square bales. And what that does, it makes it easier to handle, transport, and store. Hello from Illinois. Fighting Illini. Suck. Go blue, baby. Them stupid ass helmets you guys had last year, then we whooped your ass. Beautiful farmland though. Aloha, thank you sir, thanks for watching. You're harvesting wheat today, hell yeah, where at David? Spraying soybeans today, come spray ours brother. How many acres you gotta spray Brandon? This does the thickest hay I've ever cut, I'm telling you. I swears it. You see, there's the homeowners that own this property. They cut these trails through us so they can walk with their dog. And we used to have a piece of machinery that was so finicky. It was called a hay bind that cut the hay like this from 1980. That just from those the landowners putting grass clippings into the hay, it would jam up the hay bind. With this thing, you just rip through everything. It's so nice. $250, damn. It's a lot of acres. How many times do you have to mix the load for 250 acres? What's it like? 30 to 50 acres a shot, probably? Yeah, this is Timothy orchard grass and alfalfa mix. My dad planted this like 3 or 4 years ago. And it's just really coming in heavy now. This stuff is almost up to the fender here. 208 people watching. If you guys could all go to my channel, subscribe, give me a like. It'll really help my channel grow. Thank you very much. You guys got any questions for me? Or if you subscribe, let me know and message me so I can give you a shout out. Thank you. Just got the wheel horse fixed. What's that mean? What's a wheel horse? I've never heard that word, wheel horse. What's the strategy, the big round bales? Well, if you're someone with 200 freaking cows, you don't want to be throwing out 50 square bales a day, so you just put round bales out. Round bales are a lot quicker and more efficient for moving. My dad could round bale this whole field in a couple hours probably. If you're doing hay for yourself, for your own operation, round bales is the way to go if you're feeding animals. For us, we're trying to make as much money as possible on every bale. So we make almost, it's crazy, like 3 times more from a square bale than a round bale when you break it down. So that's why we try doing as many round bales or as many square bales as we can. We do round bales when we have a bunch of hay on the ground and it's about to rain for the next 3 days and it's about to get ruined. Then we'll bring a round baler out there and just get it off the ground, because round bales are better than ruined hay. But if we could, we square bale everything, because man, it's hard with this broken hand. Because let's say you put 14 thank you Vicky, empty pockets, thank you very much. Oh, wheel horse is a lawnmower. I had no idea. Never heard that before. So if you put, let's see, 14 to 20 small square bales in one round bale, if you get $8 per square bale, that's like $150. If you get $50 for a round bale, that's all you get for it. So you're losing a bunch of money. But square bale is a little more time intensive, a little more labor intensive. But also, I don't mind getting in shape and throwing some hay bales. It's probably better for us to do that anyways. There is golf balls all around here. Every field I ever do, there's golf balls. This cutter is doing so nice. So nice and consistent. What you want when you're cutting hay is real nice consistent cuts. Because if you have a patch of green stuff that's still up in the air growing and a patch of dry stuff, every time you rake it, you're going to pull some of that green alive stuff that you missed into that dry stuff. And then you're just never getting it dry. What you want is nice consistent hay. Got a lot of hay to cut and a short time to do it. Let's see if I have any breakdowns. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to just calculate in my head and try to guess about 1,000 bales. It's kind of hard how thick this stuff is. There might be 1,000 bales already cut, I don't know. 215 people watching. You guys all go to my channel, subscribe. It really helped me out. Thank you very much. Tell your friends. Yeah, I think there might be rain coming. What's nice is when it's when hay is freshly cut like this, isn't starting to dry yet, the rain doesn't affect it much. But if this was like drying for 2 days and then it rained, it would wreck it. That's one of the first questions someone asks you when they buy hay off you, if it got rained on. Hi from the UK. How are you, brother? Thank you for the support. What part of the UK are you? Thank you for saying good job. Appreciate it. I appreciate the good compliments. In a world where there's a lot of people that just send evil shit, it's nice getting positive stuff. Thank you very much. If you guys want to follow along in the progress on this field, I'm sure tomorrow I'll be Tedder and I'll try going live and showing you guys how I do that. And that makes the stuff spread and open up so it dries quicker. It's just a small machine that we have. There's little tricks that we learn how to make this stuff dry quicker and more consistently. A lot of guys in the south, it's so hot and dry around there that they can just leave it like this for a couple days and then bale it. We have to move it around a few times, you know, because underneath has no wind, no air, and no sunlight getting into it. So it's called fluffing the hay. You get it elevated. It'd be crazy double windrow on this stuff. You'd be getting a bale every like 2 seconds off our baler, I bet. Yeah, the other day our John Deere 4020 started having a massive coolant leak. It has the original motor on it from 1967, and I thought we blew a head gasket, and we just figured out the other day, luckily, that it was upper hose on it. Thank God, because man, we need it doing all this hay. That's our main hay tractor. So this is alfalfa, Timothy grass, and orchard grass mix in here. Yeah, that's what's funny is I own this really nice mower, and I mow 40 acres in a day, and then I go to my house, and my house is all shitty looking, overgrown. I should bring this thing over and cut it. Yeah, I love North Carolina. That's where I was stationed. I was stationed in Camp Lejeune. I used to love it. We'd get all the Marines together, and we'd go to Myrtle Beach every weekend. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Watch it. You get in trouble though. One time I got kicked out of a bar for underage drinking, and I thought the cops were pursuing me. My buddy said I ran like 3 miles away and was hiding underneath a bench. No one was even chasing me. What a dummy. Stupid boy. John, this is a 10-foot wide mower. Alright, let's count these rows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What I want to do is I want to make it an even 8, because our tedder is a double basket, so you need to take out 2 at a time. If you look right here, see the tip of that? See the tip of that hill there? That's the landfill. That's the biggest landfill in Michigan. If you go up on top there with your friends when you're drinking soda pops, you can look over and see Detroit. Then you can see the bridge going into Canada and the cars going over the bridge. That's how close to Canada we are. Empty pockets, that's funny. That's a funny story. Yeah, it looks like it might rain here a little bit. If you guys could all go give me a subscribe on my channel, please. It really helps me out. Thank you very much. Uh-oh. Getting hungry, almost lunchtime. Can't stop till it's done though, I'll get beat. Yeah, it makes me want to climb it too. It's man, that's a hike, dude. Yeah, wear your ass out climbing that big dome. This is some big stuff, I tell you. What does a farm boy do to get a girl? A tractor. I'll tell you what you do to get a girl when you're a farmer is you got nice hay and she owns horses. That's how you get her. I've gotten more girls from my damn cute dog and my hay baling than my personality, I'll tell you that. Is that I-33? Is that a 4430? No, this is a 4255. It's almost 20, yeah, it's 20 years newer than that. This is a 1989 model. We own a 4430 and it's from 1974. So it's quite the difference. You can tell by the dash, all the digital stuff. The Toy Farmer, what's up, man? How are you? Yeah, I'm looking for a girl though. If any of you guys know any cuties out there that can throw some hay bales, let a guy know. I'm not giving free hay though, I tell you. This stuff is thick. Well, alright guys, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna get off this and give my dad a call. That was awesome, you guys all watched. Appreciate the support. Give me a subscribe, go subscribe, and if you guys could check out some of my old videos. I post videos every day. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you guys get a bunch of work done today. I'm gonna keep trying to nail this out. Thank you.